Welcome to this week's edition of Mountain Outhouse News. I'm your host, Jam Jam. This is the craziest shit to happen in running this week. This week's stories include the 2025 Western States Golden Ticket Series announced, a fire on the Colorado Trail, and a Western States bear sighting. It's almost Statesmas, so bear with us as we've got a lot of Western States content coming at you. First, we go to the Western States Trail and an actual bear sighting on course. Jiasheng Shen was out on a training run and spotted this beauty. Now for some course conditions updates. First off is race director Lord Ball's annual Robinson Flat toilet photo, which gives a good sense of the snow conditions in the high country. This is at mile 30 aid station. Let's first take a look at last year's photo, 22 days out from the race, where the snow was still fairly high. Now onto this year, 20 days out, bone dry. Safe to say, snow will not be a factor in this year's race. So how about the water crossing? According to Andy Jones-Wilkins, there will not be a raft and runners will ford the river this year. There's a Weight Watchers update coming through. Let's take a look.
Brian has no idea.
It was 95 when I got back to the car. I ran up at Dylan.
How you doing, Ryan?
Wait, who is this? Where are you? Hey!
What are you doing? Are you heat training?
Yeah, I'm soaked, man. I'm putting the work in.
Sweet. Do you want to run Western States?
Yes, I want to run Western States.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh my God.
If I was Tim, I wouldn't be expecting to get in.
And there it is. Huge congratulations to Ryan Thrower, who will be towing the line next weekend in Olympic Valley for his first Western States. As for Tim Tollefson, well, as of the recording of this show on June 19th, he's still 31st. We lost a real one this week. Longtime ultra runner and hard rocker Mike Burke passed away June 9th, surrounded by family. Long known as Bushwhacker, Mike ran his first ultramarathon at the 1980 JFK 50 mile at age 30. His first Western States was at age 43 in 1994, and he went on to have a lengthy career in the sport, predominantly in the Pacific Northwest, at races like the McDonald Forest 50K in Corvallis and the Hag Mud 50K. But he also ran most of the classics like Leadville, Miwok, White River, Plain, Wasatch, Bighorn, Hard Rock, where my brother and I crossed paths with him, and most recently at the Strawberry Fields Forever 50K at age 72 last year. Mike, it was great to know you. I'll be running Hard Rock in your honor this year. The hardest geezer, Russ Cook, is back at it after a short break post his completion of his run across Africa. He's currently 9 days into his run to every England game at the Euros. He's currently in Germany, and you can follow along at Hardest Geezer on socials. There's a fire burning on the Colorado Trail near Twin Lakes. The Interlochen fire, thankfully, is now 94% contained as of this recording, but just a few days ago, a campfire got away from someone and torched over 700 acres of national forest land. Thankfully, the damage was minimal. Looks like someone heard our call out a couple weeks ago to send 50-mile world record holder Charlie Lawrence to Alexander Sorokin's 100K world record attempt in September. They've made it Instagram official as Charlie now joins this must-watch event called the World's Fastest Run, September 7th. Charlie, who has a personal best of 2:16 in the marathon and 4:48 at the 50-miler, will make his 100K debut here, and he's hoping to rewrite the history books. We have an Outhouse of the Week submitted by viewer Gary Ludit. This beauty was spotted June 15th near Iceberg Lake on the west side of Whistler, British Columbia. The Western States Endurance Run just announced their Golden Ticket Series lineup for the 2025 race. They've consolidated down to 6 events, but expanded the Super Golden Ticket concept, with 3 of the races now offering 6 golden tickets. CCC and Canyons now join Black Canyon with that distinction. Also maintaining its status is the Javelina 100, now the sole 100-mile option, and they're adding Tarawera back into the mix, as well as Chianti Ultra Trail by UTMB. This move does reinvigorate the spring calendar now, with 4 of the 6 races taking place in 2025, strengthening the chase for the golden ticket leading into the 2025 race. What do you think, Outhouse Nation? Is this a good move by the folks at Western States? What would you change? 6 Days in the Dome returned to the Pettit Center, and we saw some pretty incredible performances once again. Most notably, Zach Bitter clocked his 4th career sub-12-hour 100-mile performance with an 11:51, his 4th fastest. This year saw a 10-day also hosted in addition to the 6-day and shorter distances. We saw winner Powell Zuck run 515 miles, with Kathleen Gorman winning the women's race with 169 miles. The Mount Washington Road Race took place last weekend up to the highest point in the Northeast, and no surprise here as Joe Gray came away with another win in a time of 1:02.21. He edged out Remy LaRue, who was second in 1:03.55. For the ladies, Kayla Lamp was first in 1:15.09 and second was Laura Mannanen in 1:17.02. The gaffe of the day, unfortunately, went to Adrian McDonald, who got so lost on his warm-up that he missed the race start by 5 minutes. Ouch. We may be witnessing a historic speed record on the Appalachian Trail. Christian Morgan's obsession with the AT is manifesting itself with a run of epic proportions. He's currently in New York, having crossed through the gnarly rocks of Pennsylvania the last couple days, and appears to be up over 50 miles ahead of Carl Saab's northbound record. Stay tuned for the conclusion. It's Broken Arrow weekend. Although we won't be out there this year, you'll see the Mountain Outpost crew next week in Olympic Valley, gearing up for the broadcast of the 2024 Western States 100. Be sure to say hi and tune in on the Western States Endurance Run YouTube channel. That's it for this episode. Have a shitty week.